Stadium, Baton Rouge. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Longhorns headed for the ball, and we are ready for action. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Still looking. Wasting no time taking a shot. Upstairs, he's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum started.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Out wide right, it's Smothers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Manning. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Hits inside. It's Smothers. He's past the sticks. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that, to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They've got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. To throw, it's Levitt. Out wide left, it's Watkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as
He's got it way down the field. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Play action on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tight end now in motion. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Enough to move the chains. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning on the Jets. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here comes the Texas offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Manning from the gun on third down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target. And his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Oh, he got loose. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Sells to run, looking to pass. Right side, it's Green. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out wide right, it's Wingo. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best corner.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this five-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude starting to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Off play action. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
That's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
Third and long right here. Looking for a man. It's Levin. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Manning. Snags it over the middle. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second and long here. They'll send the back in motion. Left side is Townsend. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting a pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Manning to throw for it on fourth. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it and still on his feet.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. Lets it fly. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
4th down, Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Durham. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Out wide left, it's Green. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush is on. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fresh set of downs going up top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like, he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. Let's open the show with Vanderbilt taking on the Liberty Flames. And it's the Commodores looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the 1st half. Here now some...
He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn.
You can't start the 2nd half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open.
It's a seam wide open, and he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Making the adjustment on the play. On first down, it's Durham again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Moves the pocket. It's Levin. They get to him as he throws. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Turning it on. That's the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Going to take a shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Left side, it's Wingo. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Running inside, it's Smothers. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's Arts to throw. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The screen, and watch out. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Buys time to his left. Out wide left, it's Wilson. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
You really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Durham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Left side is Green. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Here's a give to Durham. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw one first. Look out! Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw. He fires to the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got him on the RPO. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns have moved it inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It Smothers. Finding some room. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal.